Good afternoon, everyone. This is Paul Whittle here with American Allstar Realty, and I wanted to spend a couple of minutes talking about something that comes up annually for those brokers that are interested in participating in purchasing HUD properties or representing clients that are purchasing HUD properties. In the description of this event, you're going to see an NAID number, and a lot of people might question what that is. If you purchased HUD properties before, you're familiar with that number. That's a number that you're going to use every time you submit a bid on a HUD property on behalf of your clients. Now, the NAID number stands for Name Address Identification Number, and it's a unique number that's issued by the Department of HUD that allows you as a real estate broker or agents of real estate brokers that work at that company to submit bids on HUD-owned properties. Now, what we're going to be covering today specifically is just the renewal process in the event that no changes are being made to the current NAID number. With the NAID number, it has to be renewed every year. And we just want to walk you through a couple of the steps that need to occur in order to keep that number current, active, and allow you to continue to place bids on HUD-owned properties. In some of our future sessions, we'll be talking about how to apply for a new NAID number or how to update any information on your current NAID number, such as phone number, principal broker, address, things like that. So again, today we're just going to be talking about the renewal, which happens every year for your NAID number to keep it current and allow you to represent your clients on those properties. I just want to switch over to the screen share here and show you how you can look up your NAID number. All right, the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to the HUD Home Store main website. And for some reason, this isn't showing, so let's try it again here. I'm not sure why that's not coming up. Let's see if we can get another screen to show it real quick. Bear with me. All right. Here we go. So HUDHomestore.com, this is the main website where all of the information about HUD-owned properties is stored. And at the very top, you see the gray menu bar up here. Kind of in the middle there, we have the NAID application. We're going to go ahead and click on that. Now, right here in the middle of the page, you see check current NAID status. If you're ever curious about if your NAID is active and current, you can click on that button right there, type in your social security number or EIN, depending on how you have registered for the NAID number in the past, and it'll show you what your recertification date is. Again, it's every year. One of the suggestions that I make to all of the brokers I talk to about the NAID number is to set a calendar reminder, whether you use Google Calendar or paper calendar or even in your phone, and have a recurring event every year. And just have a reminder 1 month before the recertification date, so it'll allow you enough time to complete the recertification process and keep everything current and up to date. So after you've looked that up, there's a couple of forms that need to be completed in order to process. The first one is the SAMS 1111 form, and we already have that pulled up, so let me just switch over to that here. All right, the SAMS 1111 form, this is a standard document, and it's, again, for recertification, it's super easy. It would take you about 5 to 10 minutes to complete this whole process. The very first thing we're going to do with the recertification is we're going to complete 1D just by checking that box. And if you see here, in order to complete the recertification, all you have to do is complete numbers 4 and then 17 through 20. There's no need to complete all this other information, 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B, 2C. all of this information can be left blank if you're just completing a recertification without updating any information. So if we skip to number 4, all we're going to do is we're going to type in our current existing NAID number here. I'm not going to type in my whole one, but we're just going to type in what the current NAID number is, and then going down to 17 to 20, you can see that it just requires a signature, a title, a date, and a phone number. Once those items are complete, that form is finished. Now there's one other form that needs to be completed. Looks or is named very similar. It's the SAMS 1111A. Now with the SAMS 1111A, this form needs to be reviewed. It has an earnest money deposit policy and a non-discrimination policy. One of the most common mistakes that I see when brokers are completing this form is they'll sign over here where it says broker signature required under the earnest money deposit section, but they fail to sign over here on the non-discrimination section. Both of those require a signature and a date. So as long as you complete both of those signatures and date both of them, you're going to be good. All right, so once those 2 items are complete, you're ready to go to start working on completing the package necessary to submit to BLB Resources and HUD. The very first thing that you're going to do to complete those packages is you need an IRS letter 147C. 147C is for an EIN number. So if you're working as a corporation or entity that uses the EIN, then you want to get an IRS letter 147C. And that letter can be obtained very easily just by calling the IRS. Their number is 1-800-829-0115. Once that letter is obtained, and it can either be faxed or you can have a copy mailed to you, you're going to get that letter. You're going to get a copy of your broker's driver's license, or you as the broker, your driver's license, a copy of your actual real estate broker's license, which can be printed from the ADRE website, and a recent bank statement or utility bill. Now with the bank statement or utility bill, you want to make sure that the page that you're using has the physical address of your real estate company. So if you're using the bank statement, all you need is page 1. Utility bill, all you need is page 1, but it has to show the address of the company. So once you have those documents, you're going to scan them in with both of the SAMS 1111 and SAMS 1111A. So that complete package is going to be a total of 6 pages. I strongly encourage you to stop or to fight the urge to include more documentation than is needed. You really do not need to provide any other information other than those 6 documents. The 2 SAMS forms 1111 and 1111A, the IRS form letter 147C, the broker's driver's license, copy of the broker's real estate license, and either the bank statement or utility bill. So once you have those 6 documents put together, you can email the entire package to naidhelp@blbresources.com. Once they review the information, which only takes a couple of days, they'll get back to you and they'll say you either need to make corrections or you can go ahead and mail the package in to get recertified. So again, super easy steps, not a lot to work on. Once you complete all those 6 pages, you email them into the NAID help at BLB Resources, and they're going to let you know what you need to do next. Whether the package is great, you're good to go, you can send it in because they'll need the original signatures from those 2 SAMS forms in order to process the recertification, or they'll let you know if you need to make changes or additional information is needed. So that's pretty much it. It's super easy. It takes 5 to 10 minutes to complete that recertification process. The most important thing is to set up that calendar reminder. Make sure that you remind yourself, 3 to 4 weeks in advance so you can complete the application and mail it in, and keep your certification active and current, and keep you allowing to submit bids on HUD-owned properties. If you ever have any questions, you ever need additional assistance walking through that process, I'm always available. I am one of the local listing brokers here in the Phoenix area and would Would love to be able to help you if you do need assistance. Again, my name is Paul Whittle with American All-Star Realty, and I can be reached at 602-353-7375. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We look forward to seeing you again soon.